For rancher and former Oklahoma legislator Eddie Fields, Oklahoma State University has always been essential to his family's legacy.
My uncle graduated from OSU in '62. My dad graduated in '66. I graduated in '90 along with my wife, and then my wife went back and got her teaching degree in '93. And then I've had two daughters that graduate from OSU in the last several years, and my youngest daughter is a sophomore there.
He graduated from Wynona High School before heading to OSU for a degree in animal science. At OSU, Eddie joined the Livestock judging team, went to Japan, worked at the Purebred Center, and even got to see President Bush at graduation, all experiences that would be important in his future. But meeting his wife in the animal science reading room influenced his life the most.
She was happening to take a ecology class that was offered through animal science to meet one of her humanities degrees because she was a sociology major. And so met her and they were playing cards in between classes. We graduated in May 5th of '90 and got married May 12th of '90.
Eddie and Christina returned to the Fields Ranch, started by his grandparents in 1952, but he wanted to do more to help his community and the agriculture industry.
I served as a page in high school. We were in the House of Representatives my senior year, and so just kind of the stuff I'd seen going on, the good and the bad, kind of put a bug into me that at some point in my life I would love to be able to serve.
Eddie became state representative for Osage and Tulsa counties in 2008. 2 years later, he was elected to the state senate for District 10.
Eddie is, in my opinion, a very humble, quiet person. I guess to some people not typical of what you would expect in the legislature, but a great characteristics to have, and I think that's why he served Oklahoma well.
When I was in the House, I was on the Ag Committee, and then when I got elected to the Senate in 2010, I was fortunate enough to be a freshman senator and get a committee chairmanship, which was Ag and Rural Development.
Eddie's experience at OSU, particularly with his livestock judging team, benefited his new occupation.
Gave me confidence in myself that I could do that, which later helped me in my legislative career as well.
While he's happy to be back on the ranch, he's proud of his accomplishments.
Miss the policy side of it. I don't miss the headaches. That's one of the things my parents and grandparents instilled in me was make your mark and make a difference in somebody else's lives. And so I was able to do that in 10 years of public service in the legislature.
Sometimes cattle producers and legislators are like oil and water. They don't always mix. But Eddie's really been able to bring his expertise in cattle production into the legislative process and really bridge that communication gap.
He's a great rancher. He's still involved heavily in the Cattlemen's Association and different kinds of programs and organizations. And those things are very, very important because, again, he can bring his expertise that he learned in the legislature back to those organizations and help them fulfill their commitments to the livestock producers of Oklahoma.
The legacy he created both in agriculture and public service extends to the next generation of Fields.
Two of my three girls right now have still got cattle here on the ranch that I help manage and maintain for them, and so they've got a hand in things, and so that's the difficult part, trying to find that transition from the one generation to the next.
It's interesting to look now and at his family and his daughters as they've grown up, because when we first served in the legislature, he would bring them to the floor, and they were just real small girls at the time, and so it's been fun to watch them grow up as well.
And what does it mean to receive this honor?
It's an honor and a privilege to be able to represent OSU and the Ferguson College of Ag, and it's probably the highlight of my professional career from that standpoint, and I've been in public service for 26 years now. It's humbling.
Celebrating Eddie Fields, 2023 Ferguson College of Agriculture Distinguished Alumnus.